Hi, and let me just change my battery here. Welcome to another episode of Cooking for One. Um, we're here in my apartment right now, and I'm gonna cook some steak. I've had this steak in the freezer for some time, but it's still a little frozen. But let's see if we can get thaw it out a little bit. I have left it out for a couple of days, but we'll see. Let's see. Where? Hold on. Let me flush my toilet for dookies real quick. Done. As you can see, I've been using my bathroom sink to wash. So using these paper towels, I'm gonna take my steak, and you know what I like to do a lot is I see you've noticed my Crocs. What I like to do is so I'll put the steak right here, and In restaurants, they usually say, your surfaces should be clean enough to eat off of them, right? But I always believe that toilets give a lot more flavor. So we'll just let this kind of. Sorry. Let me just put this back real quick. We'll let this sit right here. Now, one thing a lot of people like to do, we like to use some of this to accelerate the fire, but I always think it kind of flavors the meat a little funny. It's just me though. So I mean, we can see it's still burning a little bit, and that's good. Maybe we'll just use some fire. Okay, now we got a good fire going. Here we go. Let's just roast that over there. Honestly, I think it's really just done right now. I don't know. I don't really know why it's hard. It was room temperature when I found it. So, anyways, let's just take this back to the stove. Now, usually what you like to do with steaks is you kind of like to grill them, but I don't have a grill, so I'm gonna try to use this oven rack. I'm going to need two hands for this. You're going to have to give me a second. Okay, back. So we got the steak right here. And what I like to do is usually I like to oil up the steak a little bit. It's just feeling a little good right now. You see the scorch marks from the paper. They're working out really well. So I'm using some Bertolli oil, right? What I like to do is I like to kind of just leave it open and just leave it on my counter and just kind of keep it there. Sometimes I use it occasionally, but then it's okay, we're gonna rub the oil on there a little bit, just get it in the grooves and stuff. So then we'll put it on the grill. And next up, I gotta have a little seasoning and stuff. We gotta make sure that the meat is properly flavored. So we're gonna turn on the stove right now. As you can see, I've suspended the oven rack with some plastic and stuff. So here we have some basil. I call this Basil the Great Spice. Oh, I'm a riot. Alternatively, we could call this The Great Spice Detective. I'm not sure if any of you saw that movie, but I really like that movie. It's a great Disney animated feature. You see that Archie book? It's one of the newest Archie books right now. It's the one where the soldier gets gay married to the black guy. It's pretty great. So we're going to just basil up this steak right here. And a lot of people say to change the foil whenever you cook, but I always think that the foil always catches a lot of flavor, and all of the oil and grease whenever it starts smoking. I always say oil up after you cook, and just make sure you get all of that stuck in there. So right now, I think it's hot enough. I don't know. It's not looking hot enough. Maybe let's just get a little closer right here. But you can see the steak is starting to get a nice brown, although it kind of was a little brown before I opened it. But that's not something that we really worry about here. I would also like to extend a shout out to all of the people who have supported me on YouTube and Patreon. I am grateful for your donations. They've changed my life, and here we go. All right, so this is the part that's most important about cooking. So you're gonna just salt the steak while you cook it on the open flame. You're gonna do that. This is the perfect time to properly season the meat. So just salt it while the grease fire is happening, and that's like the most important part that you need to do. So I just want to say, like, we're getting close to there. One more time. Here we go. I just want to say again, thank you to everyone who subscribed, all 700,000 of you. You've really helped me do a lot of things with my life. And, honestly, the steak's looking a little done. I'm going to have to try it out.